So Trip Doggy, today I'm gonna make a little video on my first celebrity running, right? I'm gonna give you the whole rundown of how I ran into this fool. If you guys ever remember a TV show back in it was back in the early 90s. There used to be a TV show called Hanging with Mr. Cooper, right? Based off of a basketball coach, right? Mark Cooper. He was a basketball coach. You know, he had a roommate. And his cousin came to live with him, and he had a next door neighbor called Tyler. Named Tyler Spencer. Named Tyler. He was a next door neighbor, and he always used to be, pesterizing, right? So that's the fool who I ran into one time at a motel out there in the city of Cuca, West Valley Detention Center. I'll give you the whole rundown on how I met this fool. So I think I've said this before. I was raised by my grandma, I was raised, my mom and dad in and out of my life, through my whole childhood. They were just in and out of my life. My mom was in and out of prison. My dad just was out in the streets, He was in prison, but not as much as my mom. My mom, in and out. That was her life. Alright, so, but anyway, that has nothing to do with this story. But anyways, I had an uncle, right? My dad's brother. So him and me actually became like we're like road dogs. So we always used to be, kicking it with each other, running amok, doing all kinds of stupid shit, burglaries, fucking, robberies, fucking boosting, fucking, you name it. Me, I came from nothing, so I was never afraid to make money, as long as I wasn't like hurting no little kids and none of stupid shit like that. I never had a problem with making money. Any type of hustle, I was with it. So anyway, this one time, my uncle comes to me and says, "Hey, we're gonna go to there used to be a electronic store called the Good Guys." So it's over there in the city of Montclair. I think it was off of it's off the 10. It's no longer there no more. There's like a Gold's Gym there that used to be the Good Guys, and it used to be a Circus City. But anyways, so we go there and we're gonna go get a video camera, whatever. So okay, whatever. We go in there, and I think we're just gonna go get like, a box and just fucking take off with it. That's how I used to do. I used to run out of stores with piles of clothes, or just even walk out. Walk out. Sometimes they would say shit. Sometimes they would be like, "Hey, Baldy, get over here." I'll just take off. You know what I mean? Alarms going off and everything. That's when I was a kid. So this time I was barely 18. So anyways, we go in there, go get we're looking at the display cameras. So anyways, I go in the store. He says, "Okay." He hands me a knife because they're connected to wires. So anyways, we see the one we want. I cut that shit. I cut the wire. Alarms going off, and I did not know they were connected to the alarms. And all this shit is like, this is like shit like we really didn't do that kind of shit. We just used to come up on all kinds of other crazy shit and get quick money. But anyway, I cut the alarm, and this fool takes off, and he leaves me on my own. So I just have to fend for myself like I always have all my life. So anyways, I get the camera. As I'm coming out, there's this one fool walking in, and I look at him. He's staring at me, but I just take off. I had sometimes it would be on bikes, cars, whatever. I was on a bike, and I just took off. So while I'm taking off, this fool, I didn't know this fool turned out to be a undercover cop. So my bad. He's a off-duty cop, right? Supposedly, that's what he claims to be. So anyway, I take off on my bike. Boom! I take off, and once I get a good distance, I stash the camera. So it's not in my possession. I'm just riding my bike nonchalant, like nada. So this fool's following me. He's in like a red pickup truck, and I'm riding and I'm headed towards Ontario, right? So okay, I'm ready, you know, Terio, and he's on the phone. Like, this is back in like the late '90s, I think, maybe even 2000, like the '99, 2000, some shit like that, 2001. So he's on the phone, you know. He felt like he had to be a good guy's hero and save the day, you know. He wasn't catching nobody in the middle of a shooting or none of that shit. But you know, if that's what makes him feel good about himself, catching a thief, whatever. So anyway, he's following me, and I'm not even tripping because I know I don't have that shit on me. You know, I might be on camera at the store or whatever. So anyway, he's on the phone. He has to call the Juras. They come to his rescue, you know, make him feel special or whatever. So anyways, they they just run my name. They search me, all that shit, you know, whatever, and they end up they take me to the police station. Boom, do all that good stuff, you know. And then from there, get shut out to West Valley Detention Center. And that's in San Bernardino County, Southern California, if you guys ain't familiar with that. So, yeah, this is my first time as an adult getting busted. I've been in the juvenile system. Now I'm an adult, so I don't know really too much, but I've always been laced up probably since I was 8 years old. They've been schooling me on shit, you know. I think what it was is they were trying to get me ready for prison, but I think because I was soaking up so much game, like I was already 2 steps ahead of her. I never really got like charges like most of my family got, like fucking gun charges, possession of dope. Like I never got none of those type of charges because, you know, they just laced me up on where to stash shit, like where to put this, that, here and there, right? Whatever. So anyway, this is my first time as an adult being busted. So go to the I go into the, you know, they do all that shit, the fingerprinting, all that, taking pictures, all that good stuff, right? So anyway, they house me, and this unit where they house me, it's like they're not pressing politics really, like, you know, it's not really too political. Like, it's nothing like what I expected. What like my uncles and shit were always telling me, like, hey, don't mess with the blacks, stick to your own. When I get in there, like I got in there in the night. When I went there, like, there's fucking razas kicking it with the blacks, sitting at the black with the blacks, and all kinds of shit, like, that I'm tripping out on, you know, because there's nothing like where it's sitting. Like I didn't know how to like speak on that shit. I was just like, whatever, boom. They I ended up getting out that day. They let me out on OR, which is just basically you're promising them that you'll be back and come to court, right? That's, so me, the way I see my elders, they never went to court, so same shit. I just got out, continued doing the same shit I was doing before. You know, out there doing shit, hustling, whatever. So I ended up catching a warrant. Boom, failure to appear, whatever. So maybe a couple months passed by, and they just pulled me over. Random shit that happens. You know, you're always gonna get pulled over if you're out there in the streets, whatever. So anyway, they run my name. I have a warrant, so they take me back in. So the first time I was in there, I think it was a unit 13. That was the first unit I was in, and I remember actually let me rewind back. I remember they made me put some blue shit on, like a vest. I don't know what the fuck that was all about when they took my picture. I don't know what the fuck that was about. So the second time this is when I got picked up for this warrant. I go to another unit 14, and it's the same shit. Like, they weren't pressing politics. You know, I even remember when I was there that time. Like, even there was fools. They wouldn't go to the outside rec, and usually you get broken off for that shit. And they didn't do shit. Nobody was pressing shit or whatever. So anyway, that's where this fool was. the Unit 14 right there. So anyway, and I used to see him. He was cool with the with the repa, right? And he would be like, always calling him like, because there were certain fools they were fucking up in there, and he were calling whatever. There was kind of like a little bit more political right there, Some fool got slapped. So I remember one time he was gonna kick off with the brother. So yeah, I remember people used to, like, when we would line up for challenge, shit, oh, that's that fool from remember that show Hanging with Mr. Cooper? Yeah, that's that fool right there. Now I'm just thinking that type of shit, so I really don't know if that, I didn't really question the thing or anything. I wasn't really tripping. I was just like whatever. So yeah, but I think that fool wasn't there for like domestic violence or fucking drugs or some shit. Like that fool's from Oakland, I think. I think that fool was from Oakland, and he was like, I don't know. He got busted in Nevada. I think he was taking trips here and there. He had charges here and there. And from what I recall, this is the best of my recollection. So anyway, I remember, that fool was, telling a story about how he met this hyena. Whatever, and she introduced him to Crystal, and it ain't like it wasn't not a hyena. They were gonna have a threesome or nothing. No, this if you know Crystal, you know what I'm talking about. If you guys know what's up, if you get, it's recreational drug basically is what he was saying. Got introduced to that. He started fucking with his head, and he started, he was telling a story. He started getting emotional and that. I guess maybe he might have put hands on that hyena or whatever. Got off on Eeks or whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much the story. How I met that fool from that show. And after I was there like a few more days, and then they site released me. But after that, I started going to more political units and shit like that. But that's just a little story I wanted to let you guys know. This is December 1st, I believe, 25 days of Christmas. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. Till then, I'm out.